I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
It's week 15 of the 2022 season. And coming up is Cameron Sutton, who comes into this game at 43 tackles so far this season. It's the Steelers and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff when they go in to talk contracts, when they talk to reporters? Hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means today's NFL.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. To about the 40-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Peterson. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Peterson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Panthers had 8 and 5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield over the middle. He's got Shenault. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs this up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They run over center with Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
This one from 46 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Handoff comes to Peterson.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10.